Hello viewers, in our last lesson we learned how to draw the eyes and the nose from front view. In today's lesson we shall learn how to draw the eyes, the nose and the mouth from front view, and this will be our tutorial number 7. Before we proceed to the next step, let's check whether we have the materials, the pencils, the soft pencils, the eraser and the paper. Yeah, we have the paper. And the next step is our usual warm-up exercise. In our warm-up exercise for today, we shall continue to convert a line into a sheet using a technique of shading called blending. Blending is blurring, blurring a shade to create a smooth shade, a smooth tone, in order to have some values of the shade, tonal values, or you can call them tonal gradations, where you start from a line, you pull that line gradually, making the shade lighter until it almost disappears. Let us start with that activity. We start with that line. We want to pull this line. We want to pull this line on that edge which we are starting to pull. We press the pencil very hard onto the paper. Then we blur. Blurring. Blur is written blurring. We blur the shade to remove any boundaries between one shade and another. Don't create boundaries between shades. That is what is called blurring or blending. Blending technique. So we continue blurring or blending. We continue blur, and we are now lightening the pencil. We are not pressing the pencil. Gradually, we are shading very lightly until the shade disappears into a highlight, or what a certain artist called Leonardo said, the shade disappears into smoke, like that. So this is black shade. Then we have dark, we call it very dark, very dark, very dark, to dark, to light, to highlight. That is the warm-up exercise. I want you to take a piece of paper and a pencil and practice creating these tones or these tonal gradations until you master the technique of shading by blending. Now, having gone to that step, we now go to our topic for today, which is we want to learn how to draw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. That is the topic for today, and this will be our tutorial 7. Look at what we did last time. We were able to draw the eyes, the two of them. We were able to draw the nose. Now we want to draw the mouth somewhere here, because you remember this line, we called it the eye line. This line where the nose is, we called it the nose line. The mouth line comes here, and this is still the same chin line. And remember, we had noted that between this line, eye line and nose line, it is a third. God was very mathematical when he was creating human beings. Now, by the end of the lesson, the learner is expected to have learned how to draw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth from front view. Now, can we go fast forward and try to have an outcome? How will the picture look like? If we draw a mouth here, will it look like that? It is not proportional. The mouth is too big. Can we turn it a bit? What about if we place the mouth slightly far from the nose? It is not working. Keep it aside. What about if we put, can that be our outcome for today's lesson? Still, proportions are not working. The mouth is not proportional to the rest of the face. We put it aside. Let's try to make the mouth smaller. Can that one do? I think it fits, because remember, the edge of the mouth is determined by a perpendicular line from the pupil downwards, and the other edge of the mouth is determined by this perpendicular line that you draw from the pupil downwards. Then this becomes our mouth. Yeah, I think this can do. And you can see the textures of the upper lip and the lower lip, and the mouth is slightly opened. What about where do we place? Do we place it along the mouth line or pull it slightly down? It can still work. There are some people who have a very wide space between the nose and the mouth. We have seen such people. Others have the lip is, the mouth is very close to the nose. Okay. What about another mouth here? Yeah, I think it is okay. So this is what we are supposed to do and complete by the end of this lesson. I think we shall try and we shall succeed in drawing the mouth. So now we take our pencils, we remove that cutout, and now we want to learn how to draw the mouth. Of course, we have seen how it looks like from observation. Okay. And the mouth is like that. We shall now start working on the mouth, and we have to create all these textures. You can see the textures of the lip, the textures of the inside of the mouth. It has its own textures. Now let us try this new work for today. So let's now we are now working on the original drawing, and we shall work on it until we complete it. Now the mouth is supposed to be here, and it is supposed to start. The one edge of the mouth is supposed to start from there and from here to here, like that. Okay, so this is the edge of the mouth. What about the upper lip? Let us keep we place this width of the upper lip, and this the lower lip is this one. It reaches here. So now, can we now start working on the mouth? Okay, you draw it like that. You draw it like that. There's a depression there, a small depression. A small depression there. Then the lower lip is this one. Yeah, okay, the lower lip is that one. Can we now draw the textures of the lips? Okay, we start from there. We are now putting the textures of the upper lip by combining two shading techniques. There is the blending and the hatching. Hatching is to shade using lines. Blending by blurring, and hatching by lines. So we are now using hatching technique to shade the upper lip. The hatches go towards that direction. We move them towards that direction. Then here vertically. Then we now start moving the hatches towards the opposite direction, like that. Okay. Now we move to the lower lip. From here, it is vertical. Then they come. We hatch them like that. Create hatches which are moving towards that direction, like that. We are creating the shades. We can even put some cross hatches. We cross these hatches, cross hatching. We are cross hatching. Okay. Let us draw put a shade here, a shade, and then we blend it. We are blending this shade like that. Then we define the okay, and then we don't deal with lines. We always convert lines into shades. Anytime you see a line, convert it into a shade. There is a very dark area there. Then we create some highlights. We create some highlights here. We are creating some highlights. Another highlight here. Yeah. Anytime you see a line, you pull it, convert it into a shade. Like that. Yeah, that's the work for today. We have drawn the mouth, and that is the mouth. So we have managed to draw this far, and in our next lesson we shall now add the ears here. And that brings us to the close of this lesson. I'll give you an assignment. I want you to complete working on this drawing up to this far that you have reached, where you shall have drawn the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. That is our assignment for today. Our next lesson, we shall continue working with this project and draw the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the ears. Bye for now. See you in the next video.